I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about it. So, tri-gender and the way you identify in it can be very heavily based on your culture and your cultural background. For example, I know in Hawaiian culture, there are three genders. There's a third gender.
Man, I got all the flavor bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in the ditch. I'ma kill all.
You received a message through social media from the shooter saying what?
She said that, would you like for me to read it verbatim?
Sure.
Okay. So. All right. She said, so basically that post I made on here about you, that was basically a suicide note. I'm planning to die today. This is not a joke. You'll probably hear about me on the news after I die. This is the last goodbye. I love you. See you again in another life, Audrey. And then it's more to it.
I mean, that's horrifying. And that message came to you at 9:57 in the morning. Is that right?
Yes.
Aren't you guys tired of covering this? Aren't you guys tired of being here and having to cover all of these mass shootings? I'm from Highland Park. Family vacation with my son, visiting my sister-in-law. I have been lobbying in D.C. since we survived a mass shooting in July. I have met with over 130 lawmakers. How is this still happening? How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them? Gun violence is the #1 killer of children and teens. It has overtaken cars. Assault weapons are contributing to the border crisis and fentanyl. We are arming cartels with our guns and our loose gun laws. And these shootings and these mass shootings will continue to happen until Shut the fuck up! Step up and pass gun safety legislation.
Did you identify the shooter in this case yet?
Yes, we have identified the suspect. It's a 28-year-old female white, actually a Nashvilleian, or lives in the Nashville area. We are having ongoing investigation as it pertains to her at this time.
Located her place of where she lived? Do you have officers there?
We have.
Was she wearing body armor?
Was she wearing body armor? I can't say that far into the investigation. I don't remember seeing it, but I can't say for certain if she had body armor on or not.
Did she have any connection to the church?
From my initial findings is that at one point she was a student at that school, but unsure what year, all of that. But that's what I've been told so far.
Did she give any word on social media, or has her social media been examined at this point?
The investigations are still going at this point. Our federal partners are still.
So, I'm watching the video with the mass shooter. The mass shooter. This person right here. You get what I'm saying? Is a trans man. Trans man. So you telling me that's a woman that wants to be a man. Crazy at that. Takes up arms, goes to a Catholic school, and shoots up 3 adults, 3 kids. What have we learned today? You get me? It all falls in the same boat. You get me? Trans, crazy. Crazy, killer.
Many of you have probably heard by now that there was a mass shooting that occurred at a private Christian school in Nashville. The shooter was reportedly a trans man. Obviously, the biggest tragedy that came from this was people losing their lives as well as their loved ones. Unfortunately, the GOP are using this as an opportunity to detract from the real reasons and solutions to gun violence in America. And they're doing this by blaming trans people. Marjorie Taylor Greene made a very misinformed tweet that said that we can stop blaming guns now because apparently the culprit is testosterone. Donald Trump Jr. also made an extremely false claim that trans people make up the biggest percentage of people who commit mass shootings. He also made the implication that we need to protect children from gender-affirming care rather than guns. Charlie Kirk also plainly said that we should put a ban on gender-affirming care for kids rather than assault rifles. It's a well-known fact that the majority of mass shootings are carried out by cisgender men. The fact that the GOP has spent so much of their time trying to place bans on life-saving gender-affirming care for trans people, as well as drag Story Hour, only to care about mass shootings when it's done by a trans person, shows how little they actually care for children. Gun violence is the #1 cause of unaliving children in America, not trans people. We're not going to solve gun violence by spreading misinformation and shifting the blame onto trans people.
Trans, crazy, killer. That's stupid. Stop. Stop laughing. It's not funny. Okay? This person was sick.
But all in all, it comes from your cultural background. So for me, I come from a very heavy Dutch background and American background. So for me, it's more based on if there's man on one side, woman on the other, and non-binary is somewhere in the middle, and then I take up that whole area, the whole bar there.
This person was sick. This person was mentally ill. You get what I'm saying? And we got a lot of people like that running around. There's a whole bunch of crazy people running around here. Everywhere. They all over here. Why? Because, you know, y'all made them that way. You get me? Look, throughout history, we have tested things. We have tested rules. We have tested ways of living. You get me? And we finally get it down to where we can cope and exist with each other with not so much killing. And then y'all run around and y'all do shit like this. Why? Spoil. Spoil is one reason. But I guess it's because, you know, people don't know how to be happy. Some people don't know how to be happy. You get what I'm saying? That's why they on TV all the time screaming about racism, right? And these are the same people who fucking get all the goddamn money. You get what I'm saying? This man, look, this person right here, there will be more of these people. More. Because of TikTok, because of the media, because of these bubbles that they live in, they family. You get what I'm saying? These people, we gonna continue to get people like this. Look at Jazz Jennings. You get what I'm saying? I'm Jazz. I am Jazz. No, you're not. Jazz is a made up person. Anyway, that's pretty much the video. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really don't care. This is what you create. Dr. Frankenstein created this monster. And you're Dr. Frankenstein. Y'all are Dr. Frankenstein. You get what I'm saying? Y'all created this monster. Oh, yes, you're a boy. Yes, you don't know what to feel. Yes, you should just do it. Do whatever you want to do and stuff like that. Okay, go ahead out there. And now 6 people are dead. I don't even care what happened to them. I don't care what happened. You get me? 6 people dead. Obviously, you're not dead. You get what I'm saying? Whatever they did is not the equivalent of them being dead. You're not dead. You get what I'm saying? Well, now you're dead. Now they didn't do it to you. They didn't kill you, but you killed them, and the police killed you. So who gonna kill the cops? No. That circle didn't complete itself. That's not a complete circle. Anyway, that's pretty much the video. Bye.